Okay. Now, what I was saying is that at the beginning of the last episode, the microphone was not working, just like it was not working at the beginning of this episode. So I had to cut the last episode short a little bit. Um, like at the beginning, I had to cut the beginning off. Thankfully, I still got the whole lesson in, and I was able to fix the microphone problem after I did the introduction. But if the beginning of the last lesson seems kind of abrupt, that's because the microphone wasn't working, and I just cut it cut it off. So today we are going to be finishing that drawing that we started last time. If I can find it. Okay, here it is. All right. So this is what we were working on. And if you have not seen that one, I would recommend going back because uh, this one is totally based off of that one. And so, yeah, we're just doing a continuation of that one because I had to go eat dinner. um, right. So, yeah, the neck comes down right here. We were doing the wing. Yeah, that's right. We just finished doing this. So I'm back for dinner from dinner now, and we are able to continue doing this. So right here, I'm going to have a finger coming down. And if you've ever seen a bat wing, dragon wings are a lot like bat wings. So if you're having a hard time with the wings, it would probably help if you studied bat wings a little bit. Um, because that's one real life example where you can see something that looks like a dragon wing. So right here, I'm just darkening this wingtip in a little bit to make it to just kind of give it a cool effect. I'm gonna add another little claw at the right there. Does that look cool? And another one right there. No, no, I'm just gonna keep the one. That's what erasers are for, right? Okay. So we have that. Uh, is the microphone still working? Yes, it is. Very good. Okay. So now to finish the body and the legs. One thing we forgot to do was do the other leg. I think we might do that after we fill in everything else because the other leg might be blocked by some of the body and stuff like that. Um, so let's just go ahead and start with this. First, though, I'm gonna fill in a little bit of detail on the face, give him some scales. Let me focus. That's one of the good things about my new camera is that it has that focusing ability. So it doesn't have to be fuzzy if I zoom in or anything like that. So the tail comes back, And of course, the wing overlaps it. One thing I always have a hard time deciding on is what to put at the end of the tail. I like that little triangular spike pretty well, so I think I'll just do that this time. So I come back and I'll just that's fine right there. Sometimes I add a little bit more detail, but we really don't need to this time. So right here above the hind leg, I'm gonna make it come up a little bit from the rest of the body for the muscle that's there. Then right here for the leg, I'm gonna come around that guideline that I made. Have the knee right here, and then the muscle in this leg kind of does that shape. It like that. And right here. And then right here, it's going to come to kind of a sharp point right there. Come back. Another sharp point. Even a sharper point right here. Because in fact, that's the hind claw. Now, back feet, I always have a hard time on. I think I'm just going to do that for this one. Yeah, it looks alright. Alright. So, for the front arm right here, it's going to have that kind of taper to it. Like so. And come up. And that's going to taper. And then I like to have the paws kind of like cat paws a little bit. Well, I'll show you what I mean. Right here, I really like that type of claw on a dragon. Right there. I think that looks really good. So that's just kind of a rough sketch of that. And then back here, and then the chest puffs out a little bit right there, and then comes back in for the midsection. And the tail comes right there, darkening this line right here. Oh, and the neck scales right here are a continuation of these scales right here. And back here is going to be the other wing. And so the wing comes out to there and then wraps around same way. That's kind of hard to make out. And it's hard to explain too. But there doesn't need to be as much detail on that wing. And in fact, you can just kind of shade it in a little bit because it's so much further away. Under this wing, we're going to have a little bit of shading. And then at the back right here, I like this tone that that my pencil has already made on the dragon. I'm just gonna kind of continue that a little bit. Um, the scales right here continue on the chest and into the tail. Until that just kind of you can leave it undefined at the last part. As for this leg right here, I'm gonna have it kind of tucked in. And then the paw coming out right here. And that too can just be kind of darkened in. But that doesn't look quite right. I think instead of making it come even further up than this leg, I'm going to have it come further down to where the paw is right there. And then we leave the rest undefined. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So then what the dragon would do as it comes off, first, as the body turns into the wing, I'm going to have it start to darken a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. And just continue darkening like that. And that means that the rest of this wing is actually going to be like quite black. And so is this part right here where the shading comes in. So I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? You like that? Right here, this part of the arm needs to have a little bit more definition. And then just a little bit of tone. And then, of course, the underside needs to be shaded. Under the bottom of the well, that looks really good. Oh, right here, this little triangle that we did needs to be black, black, black. Actually, I don't like that. All right, that looks all right. Okay, and you always sign your work. So, all right. Yeah, I like it. We'll probably be doing another dragon scene pretty soon, just because I like doing. Oh, I like doing them so much. Shade. Oh, actually, you don't need to shade that part. Kind of shade this part right here. That right there. Shade in there. Yeah, I like that. I think I wasn't so crazy about that at first, but I think that actually looks pretty good. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. All right. So, yeah, we'll be doing another dragon scene very soon, maybe even tonight if I have time. Uh yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe, and I have other dragon videos and lots of other things that you can draw, and there's more coming out all the time. Thanks guys. Bye.